Don't get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, motherfuckers. A fucking game. Fuck what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. X gon' give it to ya. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to ya. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make a motherfucker wonder if you did it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, I'll break who you sending me. You motherfuckers never wanna know what your life saved. Bitch, and that's on a life day. I'm getting down, like a nigga said freeze. But won't be the one ending up on his knees, bitch, please. If the only thing you can't steal was came out to play, stay out my way, motherfucker. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. He ain't never gave nothing to me, but every time I turn around, cats got their hands out, wanting something from it. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Let's leave it at that, cause I ain't with it. Hit it with full strength. I'm a jail nigga, so I face the world like a girl in the bullpen. You against me against you. Whatever, whenever, nigga, fuck you gon' do. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Only nigga that you know who can chill. Come back and get the streets open. I've been doing this for 19 years. Niggas wanna fight me, fight these tears. I put in work and it's all for the kids. But these cats done forgot what work is. They don't know who we be looking, but they don't know who they see, nigga. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. Hey yo, where my niggas at? I know I got them down in the greens, give them love and they give it back. Talk too much for too long. Don't give up, you're too strong. Love to the wild, wild hunters. Shout out to niggas that done it. And it ain't even about the dough. It's about getting down for what you stand for, yo. For real. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. never be timid. Start to the finish. Even through the blemishes, my heart is replenished. Violent images with something in store, it's kinda heavy. Hold it steady, I'm ready for war with no confetti. A party time, I'm sorry, I apologize. It's obvious that you ignore the truth just to acknowledge lies. And honestly, this is a promise, not a threat. So you better watch your comments while your consciousness is left. Forget the politics of dollars in your wallet. Just know I'm coming home for everyone I have a problem with. Don't look astonished, cause you knew that it was coming. You looking at me dumb, I suggest you start running. You can increase your pace, but I'm chasing you down. Losing patience, you blatantly choose breaking the vows. Tomorrow isn't promised, and that's even if you live today. Watch what you say, or somebody's gonna need a grave. This time I'm sorry, Lord, but this time revenge is mine. So be afraid, cause this is the big payback for your charades in every game you played. I can't believe you took my kindness for weakness. Been wrong for years, but fear has got you speechless. So rest in peace as your whereabouts are a secret. Your family is looking for authorities to speak with. You need luck, cause right now life's lease is up. So keep it up, I'll be behind you creeping up. The disconnect between us comes from disrespect. You better listen or your family will be missing next.
Welcome everyone to the ANZ Dota Summer Championship. Butchered that name there, but welcome. I am Cerulean Blue. This is going to be the open qualifiers with Team Asian going up against Everyday today in this best of one. So I have to say, I do not know anything about either of these teams. It is the qualifiers are completely open, so anyone is available to jump in, grab a team, and sign up. But there's going to be 3 rounds where the teams are going to be going up against different opponents each time, and we'll see how they go and who's going to make it to the main stage on the 17th, I believe, or the 15th. Somewhere along those lines. Anyway, our starting bands for the day, we've got Team Asian taking out the Night Stalker and the Shadow Shaman, while Everyday elect for the Rubik and the Earth Spirit. Night Stalker and Shadow Shaman are very meta heroes in the current meta. Very painful to go up against. In fact, I think Night Stalker is one of the most commonly banned heroes. Hardly ever gets through. Team Asian actually burning into a little bit of their reserve time to start this game off. Come on. Alright, Bounty Hunter is going to be their third ban here. And Tidehunter taken away from Team Everyday. As always, if you do enjoy the broadcast, make sure to follow the stream, like, subscribe, have a look on YouTube. The VODs will go up on YouTube a little bit later. Follow on social media, all of that good stuff. Team Asian, they did decide to go for the last pick.
Disruptor.
So that means Everyday is going to be taking, yes, Everyday is going to have last pick and Team Asian have first pick. They're going to open things up with a Disruptor. Strong support, fairly versatile, can do a lot of stuff. Good team fight, good catch. Also good single target damage in the earlier game with his Lightning Strike. Please do tell me as well if the audio levels on the stream are not perfectly set up. I did a quick setup, but I think it should be fine. And these teams are not picking. They're not giving me a whole lot to talk about here. Both teams burning their reserve time. Bane's going to be picked up first by Everyday. Next up as well, Pudge. Ooh, not a commonly seen captain's mode hero. I like it. So there's already going to be a little bit of synergy there with the Bane and the Pudge. Bane Mirana is a very time-honored combo, just because, you know, the setup from the Nightmare into the arrow, but Nightmare into Pudge Hook is also pretty potent. Team Asian are going to counter this with Clockwork. Gonna be a pretty nice pick. A lot of stun, a lot of mobility, and is going to be able to, you know, have some vision potential and some split booking potential with his rocket flare, able to hit creeps across the map.
5 seconds remaining.
Shadow Fiend banned out from Team Everyday, and so far we haven't got too big of a showing of what these teams are going for. Pudge is definitely a little bit interesting. We're almost certainly going to see him in the roaming role. I think it'd be very uncommon to see a mid Pudge or an offlane Pudge. He doesn't need that much farm, and there's going to be other heroes that are going to be able to do more with the amount of resources that Pudge can get. But the Bane Pudge combo is already extremely strong at ganking a mid lane. So whoever Team Asian picks up for their mid laner is going to have to be really potent at escaping, or if they're not great at escape or survivability, they're going to have to play really smart. Always staying around creeps and making sure that their own team's rotations are there very swiftly, because a Bane Pudge combo could happen easily within the TP time of 3 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Omni Knight banned out from Team Asian. Interesting one there. Usually not a commonly banned one, but he has been gaining a little bit of traction in the current meta, especially as an offlaner role. And he's going to be fairly good against a Bane Pudge combo.
Radiant team back.
Anti-Mage ban out from Everyday. See what Asian take out of the pool.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So more information about the tournament actually. There are 3 games being played today, and there'll be 3 games being played tomorrow. There are 2 sets of qualifiers, starting at around the same time of 12 PM or 12 noon AEST or AEDT, I think, Sydney time basically. Puck is going to be the pickup for Everyday. This was something that I thought Team Asian would be keen to go for, but they're going to grab it instead. Already I can see there's a theme coming in from Everyday, and it's control. All of their heroes have got some way to prohibit Team Asian's heroes from moving around, whether it's the Nightmare or Grip or the Pudge Hook or the Puck Coil. So it might be that Everyday look for a couple of split pushes, or, you know, really strong backline carries. Thinking of something like a Clinks or a Drow Ranger that are not really adept at frontlining, and Everyday are going to be able to control the front lines with their heroes and take advantageous fights and make use of those somewhat squishy carry heroes. But we'll see what Asian pick up, because a hero like Brewmaster is very adept at jumping on the back lines and really disrupting team fights with the split, with the Thunderclap, and especially the Drunken Haze. Very good in the laning stage as well, in making your opponents miss their last hits, and just be an overall pain is not to be understated here. I'm not sure who the player is from Team Asian, the Brewmaster player from Team Asian, and that is going to be pretty dependent on how well this hero actually performs. I think he's pretty similar to an Earth Spirit or a Meepo or something. There's got to be a dedicated Brewmaster player because there is a lot of intricacies with the split with the playstyle. Maybe not as complicated as a Meepo or an Earth Spirit, but definitely it's not your average offlaner, and not all offlaners play Brewmaster. Alright, every day is going to be picking, running to their reserve time. Speaking of, Asian has got 16 seconds of reserve time left, so they are not looking so good on that. They're going to have to get their picks pretty quick.
Radiant team pick.
Every day, Phantom Lancer. Okay. Team Asian at the current moment do not have anything to counter that, really. They do have 2 picks left though, which is kind of scary that every day picked it this early. Now, they do have a core and a mid position available, so, you know, we could see something, you know, like a Sven or a Luna. Yeah, there you go. Sven was to be expected, one of the best heroes at clearing illusions. Phantom Lancer is just going to get torn apart by that immense cleave that Sven has. Pardon me. So, Sven's going to be taking the safe lane role. Phantom Lancer will take the mid lane, I imagine. Or maybe the safe lane. Could even potentially take the off lane, really. Phantom Lancer is a pretty survivable core. But I'm not quite sold on the PL just yet. I think it will depend on what Team Asian pick up next. I think... Yeah, I don't think Sven alone is going to be able to deal with the Phantom Lancer unless he gets an immense lead. But with the current lane setup from every day, they could really punish lanes, and Sven is going to need a bunch of time to get online. Every day they're going to ban out the Anti-Mage and the Queen of Pain, and Team Asian have taken out the Storm Spirit and are going to now remove, drumroll,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
let's see, only a couple more seconds till they're forced to remove something. They're looking for a ban, probably, and I guess Everyday's actually got a pretty versatile lineup. They're probably looking at an offlaner, I guess, because Puck can take the mid lane, Phantom Lance will take safe. Okay. Now they have to pick. They need their mid laning hero, Team Asian do. Relentless drafting for his team. No pressure there. 9 seconds of reserve time, so he's got to make his choices quickly. Every day, of course, are going to have enough time to react to this. Outworld Devourer. Alright, so that is going to be the mid matchup, probably against the Puck. It actually is a pretty good matchup for the Puck. OD relies on a couple of high damage spells and auto attacks, and Puck can phase shift and dodge and weave those away. But Outworld is also going to be very adept at taking out the Phantom Lancer illusions, basically insta-killing them, unless they have colossal amounts of health. As well as the Sanity's Eclipse, able to burn out a bunch of them all at once. And speaking of Sanity's Eclipse, not a lot of heroes on every day are going to have that high intelligence pools. Ooh! That's interesting. So it's going to be an Enchantress. I'm going to imagine that's an Enchantress offlaner. Alright, okay. I have to say, I was not expecting that. Yeah, Enchantress, so Puck will be taking the mid lane, Enchantress in the off lane. I think Sen matches up against an Enchantress in the off lane very well, though. We will see how that turns out, because we do not see an awful lot of Enchantress, especially not in Australia. I don't think I've seen her for months. Anyway, teams have picked their items. Let's get into it. playing for the side of the Radiant
Prepare
or
for battle.
Team Asian, it's going to be Relentless on the Outworld Devourer. N on the Brewmaster. Mr. Roboto, fitting his namesake, playing the Clockwork. Sven going to be played by Mikasa. No, Misaka. And Rory on Disruptor. For the Dire side, for the side of Everyday, there's going to be HJ playing the Enchantress. Fortis on the Puck. MZNZ playing Pudge. RMM on the Phantom Lancer. And Artur Babev on the Bane. Though I'm not sure he's the real one. Anyway, we've got a pause to begin. OD's getting a little bit of lag, of course. You know, it wouldn't be Aussie Dota without a little bit of lag in the early game. That's interesting. The effects not quite catching up. Okay, let's take a look at these starting items. So Phantom Lancer, he's going to take the safe lane. Looks like Bane is going to be with him. Puck will take mid. And Pudge will be available in the safe lane as well. Looks like he's going to roam. Enchantress in the off lane. Clockwork probably by himself. Oh, will he be? No, it'll probably be Brewmaster by himself in the off lane, with Clockwork, Disruptor roaming around and playing position 4. Okay. Ward's being placed down early on. People speaking some curious spider language that I do not understand, but I'm going to assume they're saying nice things. Okay, I know that one. Alright, top lane here. Clockwork is going to be spawning out the Bane. Oh, Ward gets placed down. He did see that go down, I think. Well, actually, he might have been obscured by the trees. Interesting. Bottom lane, Sven is going to be matching up against HJ here, but he's not able to get a whole lot of harass because of Untouchable early game. But this early Untouchable is going to mean that there's no enchant. That she's going to be delayed on getting a creep. Though not too far, because she's going to be solo. By the time the creeps even come in, I'm sure she'll be pretty close to level 2. So I am really concerned here for the Brewmaster in this lane pre-6, because there's a whole lot of gank potential and kill potential here. But we'll see, we'll see. Already Fortis having a bit of a rough lane here. Outworld Devourer coming in with the Astrals. And before Puck has any sort of phase shift to dodge it out. Let's see. I think OD definitely wins this lane if he gets an early lead. Oh, Brewmaster, I'm getting afraid for him. The Nightmare has been leveled. They found him. He's got a Stout Shield and he just leveled his Thunderclap, so he's going to be a little bit less survivable. Ooh, they're going to come out and possibly look to get something. Pudge is only level 1 though, so he's going to elect for the Rot instead of the Hook. Just chasing down Urn. Is that going to be first blood? Yes, it will. In fact, a very nice support's giving the first blood to RMN. A little bit of extra money for him. I really apologize. Something in my throat. Okay. In the bottom lane, HJ also deciding to go for the Nature's Attendance level 2 and really delaying the enchant. I think this is kind of interesting here. Obviously not going to be looking at dealing any sort of pressure towards any lanes with his enchanted creeps. Already Relentless taking a little bit of an advantage in the CS over Fortis in the mid lane here. Ooh. Has that level 2 Astral, but doesn't want to use it just yet. Might be looking at another kill here, and this top lane Disruptor has come in to support the Brewmaster now, but I'm not sure how much he's going to be really able to achieve. Level 1 Thunderstrike does do a nice bit of damage to Artur here, but certainly nothing that he can't handle. Pudge is now also level hook, so the Nightmare hook combo is going to be very much online. Oh, there's the Nightmare coming out. Hook is easily placed and he's going to be trapped here. I don't think there's any way he's going to live. Pudge might go down actually because of the Thunderstrike. Yes, there it goes, but he did pick up the kill and Bane's going to be able to harass out the Disruptor. Now I think Sven is also going to match up pretty well against the Enchantress because of his cleave. And the fact that he's a natural BKB builder. Whew, okay, both these mid laners down to very, very little regen. But oh, there's a salve. And there's the bottle for both of them. So they're going to be healing himself back up a little bit. Have some availability to stay in lane a little bit longer. Alright, we can see Phantom Lancer about 6 CS in front of the Sven, which is a little bit concerning. Sven, looking to go aggressive here onto the Enchantress, but Untouchable is just making things so much of a pain for him. He's got his level 2 Great Cleave, so he can deal a little bit of chip damage with the Cleave, but if she positions well, which she is, it looks like, there's just no availability for that. Clockwork has a Battery Assault and the Cogs to be able to deal some magical damage, but again, if she positions well, it's not going to happen, and she is an incredibly quick hero in the early game. 380 speed with boots. You know, that's probably, like, considering Sven has 330 with boots. Kind of crazy. Top lane has been left alone a little bit as the supports rotate around and take a look at other lanes. Bane is here, going to be getting some attacks onto the Brewmaster. They do not have the Pudge combo because he is looking middle. Alright. Brewmaster still actually with the Pudges in here, and there's no threat of that nasty combo. Oh, speaking of nasty combo, they've got a hook in the mid lane. Relentless is going to try and TP himself away. Yes, he'll make that away. Ooh, lucky. Puck only had one more level. The Dreamcoil could have come out very, very easily, and that would have been a kill, but good call from Outworld Devourer to be TPing away there. And as I was saying in top lane, without the threat of the Pudge, Brewmaster's got a couple levels, and Rory as well, doing pretty nicely on the Disruptor. They're actually kind of ruining Phantom Lancer's farm here. He's having to play a little bit scared. Every time he comes in close to the Brewmaster, he just cops a Thunderclap to the face, and he's actually burning through a decent amount of his regen. Oh, bottom lane, Pudge might be going down here to a Clockwork, caught inside the cold, getting blasted apart. Oh, Puck, can he escape? No, the TP's going to be there. It's the second time. Oh, if only Puck had the level 6. OD does. Top lane, Brewmaster might be getting a little bit close to death here as Pudge has TP'd back up. Bane is available for a Nightmare. Oh, but they do spot Pudge in the trees. They know he's around. Nightmare not available as well. Oh, the slow's going to come out. Artur is going to be the target here. He brain saps up a little bit of damage and Pudge is brought away. They do pick up a kill onto Disruptor. Another Pudge hook in 9 seconds or so, but don't think they're going to be able to get it. Mid lane, a little bit of damage coming through. Fortis dodging those arcane orb strikes out, but he can only dodge one every few seconds with the level 1 phase shift, so Reliance is able to get a nice bit of chip damage in there. Oh, there's another one. Arcane rune really making him potent there with the arcane orb. Okay. Mr. Roboto sitting here in the top lane, or has been spotted by the Pudge. They know he's around. Kinetic field comes through. Do they have a glimpse available? One more second. Can they get it? Yes, they're going to try. Oh, but he's actually hooked up and towards the tower range. Mr. Roboto will probably get a kill on this Pudge here. Unless he's able to get a good... Oh, no, the beautiful sleep comes through from the Bane on the back line. And a nice little combo there from the Pudge. I'm not sure if they even had vision for that hook. There was no wards in the area. But they did execute that quite nicely. Our Devourer, whoa, way ahead of the Puck in terms of last hits. And Phantom Lancer way ahead in terms of the Sven of last hits. Enchantress is just absolutely styling all over her. Styling all over him here. 32 to 28 in the same lane. And, you know, Sven's not having any support here. So, this is a really big deal. Oh, that impetus shot's coming out and making Sven's life just an absolute living hell. An enchanted siege creep as well, able to get great push down. HJ, she's going to be diving. She wants this. Oh, but the TP's come through. Fortis grabbing Dream Call, but there's the ultimate pop from Sven. Puck might be in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have another phase shift for a couple more seconds. Oh, no, the phase shift. Oh, no, there it is. He only just gets away in time. On tiny amounts of health, Clockwork going to be trying to find the Puck. Oh, no, not quite yet. Haven't got it. On the other end, the Enchantress does get taken down to the Outlaw Devourer, I believe. Or can Puck escape? Yes, she can. One more strike. One more hit from the Battery Assault. Picks up the kill. Well done to him. In the top lane, we've got the first split of the game going to be going on to the Bane. He's going to have to run away. He knows he cannot save his buddy. All he has is a single Spirit Lance. Oh, nice escape attempt. No, Cyclone used by the Storm Panda. That was a bit of a misplay there from Brewmaster, because that was a for sure kill if he had gotten that. Oh, stun? Okay, just stun creeps. Sven backing up into the jungle a little bit. Hopefully people have made some stacks for him. No stacks for the Sven, so his catch-up game is going to be a little bit weak, unfortunately. Clockwork sitting on this high ground. He does not have hookshot level just yet. It's 9 minutes. He's kind of behind there in terms of levels. Top lane, or Brewmaster might be in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have his split up, and here comes Pudge rotting him down, slowing him up. Has the hook available for that pure burst of damage, but they don't need it. IRM is going to be picking that up. Killing spree for him, 57 to 8. He is absolutely balling out of control here on this Phantom Lancer. They need to get a lot more farm on the Sven, or face kind of the inevitability of just this army of illusions. Okay, a little bit of audio. Mucking around there, it's okay. HJ on this Enchantress, going to be also pushing in the bottom lane. Enchanting up that other catapult creep to get even more damage on this tower, and there it goes. They're going to fortify it, but that's all they can do, really. They're not there to defend it. Overall, I think Team Asian are taking an extremely potent start to this game. We're at 10 minutes now. We'll switch over to the net worth. And, the Sven is got to be the one that deals with the Phantom Lancer pretty much. Oh, mid lane, things happening. Impetus shots coming in. Oh, gonna be hitting Mr. Roberto. They're gonna get a kill onto the Pudge, but Sven gets a nice double stun. Doesn't want to pop his God Strength just yet. The heal comes through. Nice hook shot, not connecting on anything just yet. Disruptor has a glimpse available. He's gonna bring back the Puck into a beautiful static field. He's not gonna be able to get escape him. He's not gonna be able to escape from that one. Sleep out on the Clockwork, but it only prevents the inevitable. Delays the inevitable in the top lane. And is getting Kind of beaten down here. Oh, beautiful punch hook back in. The split is perfectly timed, though. They're going to try and get themselves away. Remember, the Earth Panda is the one to watch here. Phantom Lancer is in a little bit of trouble here, but he's got a doppelganger. He is going to be okay. They need to chase the Earth Panda. Yeah, they know exactly what they got to go for. It's going to run out in just a couple seconds. I think he's so low. Yeah, there he goes. I remember going to be picking up another kill. Taking some damage to the Thunderstrike. He might need to heal up soon, but they're going to have a shrine available soon-ish. No, actually, they've used it pretty recently. He might have to ferry himself out of Tango or similar. But he is sitting very nice. Probably looking at the Diffusal Blade pre-15 minutes. On top of fully completed boots and a Ring of Aquila. That is an extremely good start for this Phantom Lancer. Well, if we look at his counterpart and Sven in the bottom lane, he's just having a rough time. Level 8 compared to... Oh no, 8 as well. Okay. In fact, he's going to be out leveling him by 1. But he's got his completed treads and a Morbid Mask. And 500 gold. Like, that's it. Yeah, Phantom Lancer almost has double the net worth of this Sven, and that's just going to give him a crazy, crazy advantage here. Went back to heal a little bit. Back into the lane now. Enchantress still bullying in this bottom lane. Now with the Troll Summoner. And that's right, Sven is just backed up into the jungle. Oh, Brewmaster is going to be the target. He's not going to be able to split. In fact, no, that is a friendly Static Storm for him. Mr. Roboto is going to try and get himself away because he was caught in pretty nastily. HJ going to be popping those wisps to try and heal up the Phantom Lancer, but they're going to try and catch him. Level 4 glimpse is there. Oh, this could be very bad. They've got a TP in from the Bane. I'm not sure. This is a little bit late. Oh, there's a glimpse. Not going to hit anything. He has a doppelganger, and they use a sleep. Sven's in the area, though. They want to get the kill onto Enchantress. She's got a lot of health. Oh, she pops a big one, but it is only just enough to keep her alive. Now they might turn things around the other way. Pudge tries to get a hook. Oh, he threads the needle right in between the two. Not quite connecting it. A nice little aggressive play there from the Radiant side. From Everyday.
That's exact.
No, that's Team Asian. Every day is the Dire, right? My apologies. I saw the the signs. If we have a look at these mid laning matchups, oh no, okay, just creeps, I got excited. I love Sven. Enchantress now going to be pushing in this top lane, healing herself up. She's completely fine. Pudge Hook going to be missing a little bit of a Hail Mary there, though it does reveal the fact that they do have a ward. Oh, Brewmaster. Oh, Pudge Hook almost connecting. They haven't made a lot of big use of that combo, actually. Okay. So this top line tension brewing here. Hook, there's the net into the hook, but the split is available. Oh no, they're not able to get it on because of the Static Storm drop down. Now Pudge looks like he's going to get very low. I think he is going to go down. He's going to maybe try and get the Naya. Oh, big wand is popped. Glimpse back, but now the sleep from the Disruptor. They're going to try and make himself alive. Oh, force stuff. Sven going to get gripped up on the backlines by Bane, but here comes out with Devourer here will stun them up. Now Fortis dropping out a nice big coil. It's going to be keeping Sven on the backline here. Not going to be able to him to do much. Now, oh, huge damage from HJ. One more hit from the Impetus. Yes, there it is, enough to get the kill. Now Relentless going to be taking a lot of damage from the Phantom Laser, but there's not enough def to get rid of all those illusions. Phantom Lancer is just too potent at the point. A nice pickup there for Everyday. They've just taken 2 of their cores and traded it for a position 4 Pudge. That is definitely a good trade for them. Not only that, but they're going to be able to push this tower right on the back of this with their Enchanted Siege Creep and all of their heroes here. Oh, Nightmare onto the Disruptor. Blink forward from Fortis. One more Impetus shot. There it is. Easy kill, easy kill. Mr. Roboto is going to get a kill onto the Bane. A little bit low and going a little bit deep. Hookshot is available, but can he really do anything? He doesn't have anything to follow up. No heroes in the area. Well played by him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sven really wants to get this Blink Dagger. That's going to give him a lot more mobility. But, oh, there's a blink in. There's the coil being used. Sven, they need a TP rotation in really quick. Mr. Bodo's going to be here and he's going to be fitting the bill. Oh no, the hook just misses again. So Puck is going to get taken down here. Doesn't have anything to do against that. A lot of TPs in. They know how important the Sven is. If he goes down, if he gets punished continually here, the Phantom Lancer is just going to be completely uncontested. Speaking of the Phantom Lancer, he has picked up his Diffusal Blade. Speaking of Puck, she is in a real need of a Force Staff or a Yules, and she's going for the Yules. TP's into the mid lane, our Devourer. Going for the blink of his own after the Force Staff. Nice play there. Oh, bottom lane. Looks like Artor is in a little bit of trouble as Brewmaster just smacks him down. Oh, nice brain sap. Sven's in the area though. Has his blink dagger completed? Probably want to give that one to him. There it is. One more hit. Chop. Taken down. Dire are going to be... At least they know that the blink has come out on the Sven. And also they know their rewards here. They know that they've just been dewatered. They know the stack exists. Now hopefully they'll have a look at contesting that. Sven uses a shrine here, wanting to get inside the action. Nice and quickly. TP in. Looks like Pudge is on the chopping block. And yes, there he goes. Oh, Enchanter's been brought back. And the beautiful glimpses into the Static Storms have just been brutalizing the Dire team this game. They're even chasing it after the Puck. I don't think they're going to be able to find her with how slippery she is. But a nice set of kills there. And I think because of that... Radiant are going to be pulling ahead in terms of the net worth lead, or they want to find that Puck, which is quick fingers blinking herself away. Not to be understated though is the top lane. Phantom Lancer just getting some push in, but they've got one TP, two TPs. Let's see. How's Glimpse? No, not off of cooldown just yet, and he's going to cancel that TP as well. Actually, no, the TP was cancelled by the Dream Coil in the mid lane here. Mr. Roberto going to get caught up. Oh, but there's a Static Storm coming out. Oh, and the Static Field coming out. No. Going to get taken down. Bane on the back line. Mr. Roboto going to try and run himself away, but Pudge is in the area, rotting them all apart, but no, Brewmaster's here with this huge damage. Ooh, nice deny, actually. Fortis going to try and escape. He's going to make it away, but no glimpse. Okay, being careful. Fortis, he's going pretty deep, actually. Rory is going to be under fire. Oh, nice dodge. He's not going to be able to blink. He's being earned. This is a huge deal here. Oh, can he jig himself away? Yes, he can. No, actually, that Thunderstrike is going to be enough. And then Sven blinks in, get that kill. Nicely done. Here comes Phantom Lancer to try and even the score. Ern's here. Try and make something happen. He's got no Primal Split available. The RMM is sitting inside these cogs. Oh, and he's actually burnt a lot of mana from those cogs.
Under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nicely played. They get a kill on the Sven, they trade for the Puck, but that does bring the net worth lead into Team Asian. Only slightly though. Their team fights have been very good here. Oh, now Brewmaster's coming in, does not have his Primal Split available just yet, and Enchantress is going to be caught inside the Static Field, not inside the Storm, but oh, there's a Sanity's coming out, absolutely blasting her apart. Top tower going to be sieged in by our rogue siege creep here. But look at this. The 4-man combo here, they've decided that they're just going to group up and it's working well. They've got a lot of great team fight between the Brewmaster and the Disruptor. You know, it's kind of hard for every day to fight into them. Oh, Pudge. He has been spotted. He's got no TP. He's got to get out of there soon, buddy. Oh, hiding into the trees. Rocket Flare comes out. Yeah, they know he's gone. Hook shot in. Taken down. From that, they're going to be able to push in this top lane very easily. They might trade for the bottom tier 2, which would be a trade in the favour of the Dire. But with Clockwork TPing to the shrine, they're making themselves known. They're going to scare them out a little bit. Oh, there's the Fortify. They're going to have enough time. Yeah, Phantom Lancer is going to be able to get out of here, I think. Oh, silence from Fortis. There's a doppelganger as well. Do they know which one is real? Oh, they've caught them inside. Inside an illusion, inside the cogs here, and there's a static storm. Mr. Reporter is going to get a kill. The Phantom Lancer goes down. That is huge. Okay. Okay, Team Asian have completely turned this game around, in my opinion. They were looking really rough in the early stages, but the team fight and their full rotations of the team have just been so on point here. Not only that, but they're fighting this 4 while letting Sven farm up his BKB. Now, BKB early on the Sven is a little bit... there's good things and bad things to be said about it. It means he's going to be able to get more kills reliably in the early game, but later game is when the BKBs really come into play. You know, you really need that spell block, and he's not going to have it available. Bottom lane going to be targeted here by the Radiant. Team Asian wanting to knock it down. And they're going to be able to. Our Devourer are facing very little opposition here. Oh, bit of a wonky smoke there from the Disruptor, getting a little bit close to the tower. Again, they're going to look like they're wanting to trade for the tier 2, but with Clockwork TPing back, he is smoked up. Hookshot's going to be available. They're just keeping them scared. Sven here. Ooh, doesn't have his BKB completed yet, so he's a little bit alone at the moment, but with the current stage of the game, every day are scared, and they should be. The Disruptor has actually been an absolute menace this game. His team fighting skill has his team fight with the Static Storm has been pretty much unmatched here. Oh, Sven, okay, just taking some more creeps. Wanted to finish up that BKB ASAP. And okay, I'm not sure what I think Dire's win condition here is to split. They do have the potential. Phantom Lancer needs more farm basically. He's lost his leading position. Oh, Bane in the mid lane. Gets torn apart by Sven. And mid tower is going to be targeted. Lotus Orb now completed on the Sven. Oh, beautiful hook shot as well as the hook. Oh, hook out actually. No, there's a glimpse coming back. She's going to be caught inside there. Does get brought out. Trying to heal herself up. No, the last hit from the Our Devourer is just far too powerful. Even to go through the untouchable. It looks like this might be a shorter game than I expected. Mr. Obodo, Ambulance, and Rory all TPing back up. Oh, one of those is going to be cancelled here as Pudge gets a dismember here in the mid lane. Oh, but he's going to be paying for it with his life, I think, as Relentless goes after him. Yes, there's the Sanities. Okay. Phantom Laser does escape with his life, but he's going to have to come back and defend very, very readily. As it looks like Radiant. Oh, no, nice. Dream Coil. They're going to grab the stun onto the puck. Can they get anything up to follow else? Anything else to follow up? No, it doesn't look like it. Nightmare from the Disruptor. They do have a Fiend's Grip available. Let's see who's going to go on. Oh, puck getting a nice grab. Oh, no. The Lotus Orb. Bane, Fiend's gripping himself, and now the Earth's, all these pandas tearing him apart. Pudge is going to try and make something happen, but I don't know what he can do. The Earth Panda is going to turn back into him pretty soon. Oh no, the Blink Dagger away. Beautifully played by him. I can't remember when the last time someone on the Radiant died. Oh, actually, it was just then. It was the Disruptor. But it seems like their cores are never going down. Oh, hookshot coming back in. Can't get any no dismembers here. That was a Lotus Orb, but they do end up picking up the kill, and that was a 4 streak to the Puck. She's going to enjoy that gold, but still, it's not enough. They haven't got anything here up against the Static Storm, and that's what's really tearing apart these cores. Puck never wants to build BKB. Same thing with Phantom Lancer. In fact, Phantom Lancer doesn't want to build a 4-staff either. Neither does Puck, really. Like, she's okay with it, but you know, she's got her Yules and her Blink. That's kind of what she wants. Oh, nice catch on the Devari here, but he's popped his own BKB, and now Sven is coming in. He is absolutely making mincemeat of these heroes. Phantom Lancer's down for the count again. Now Sven, he's still got that God Strength available. He wants to... He's bloodthirsty, and he wants it. Or they're going to try for a catch onto the Puck. They know the dodge is going to be easily there. Is anyone TPing up to the shrine? No, not likely. Okay, they're just going to defend here. But already 2 kills. Phantom Lancer. Really thought he was going to accelerate nicely this game, but the gameplay from the Radiant side, from Team Asian, has just been perfect here. That was double BKB usage though. They know that they both have them. They might look to poke and prod. Get them to force out those BKBs. That could be a good play here. Alright, top tower taken down. Sven is potentially definitely on the cards for the Radiant side here, Team Asian. They have the damage, they have the control. And I think an Aegis would probably mean victory for them at the moment.
That's exact.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, Puck Illusions are going to be attacking this mid lane. That's basically all they can really do in terms of push. Because the splits just get picked apart. Phantom Lancer does have a Manta style completed now, but there's going to be limited usefulness for that. Like, what does he... Apart from creating extra illusions, which is, you know, good offensively, but what does it do defensively for him? He can't get out. He can, like, there's a low chance of him getting out of Static Storm. He could potentially dodge the Storm Hammer, but again, that's tough. Potentially get at the Clockwork's cogs, but again, not guaranteed. Oh, in fact, we have a guarantee here of Sven getting another kill. That's the only thing that I think is guaranteed. Puck is going to be, in fact, cutting the lane here. I think this is pretty good. This is what she's got to do. The push is coming in. They need to be careful. She needs to be careful, actually. Ooh. Hook shot is available. But she's a little bit too slippery. Blinks herself away. Keeping safe. So that double lane cut does make a whole lot of space. You know, they were posturing around this bottom tower, but they had creeps nowhere near in the area, so it's going to give them a little bit of breathing room. Okay, the creep has spotted out Roshan, but the rocket flare has also spotted him out. Alright. We're sitting at a 6k net worth lead for Asian. And XP is actually around 12k. That's a lot bigger. Sven completed the Blacking Bar as we saw last time. And is going in now for the Orchid into a Bloodthorn. Radiant team have decided to smoke up. They've got 3 heroes posturing towards this Roche pit here. See what they want to go for. Blinks are available on 2 of them, as well as the Glimpse is very, very potent. No, 4 heroes actually coming in. Oh, they have found them. Going up on the high ground, not quite connecting. Brewmaster using that clap. Do they actually see them here? No, they don't. it is nighttime, so the vision is pretty limited. Or Clockwork gets this peek of somebody if he's found the Enchantress, but Pudge is going to be here to save him. Nice 4-staff, and there's, oh no, but there's a static storm. This is huge. Sven blinks in, gets a double kill, triple kill, cleave. Phantom Lancer is a big kill though. They need to make sure he goes down. Outwell Devourer, or chasing him down, chucking out some of those orbs. Mr. Obodo going to be taking himself away as Clockwork tries to chase. Phantom Lancer trying to slow him down as much as he can. Is there going to be enough? Is there going to be an Sanities? Is it going to be enough? Oh, there's the ultimate use. Sanities, one more hit, and he's taken down for the count. Puck here, also going to be taken down, I think, and this might be game right now. He's got absolutely no mana to work with. Oh, got to be careful. Blink not available for another couple seconds. Blink forward to clap. Puck going to buy back here. They need to get another tier 2 tower. So actually, even though they took this amazingly good team fight, the creeps are not anywhere nearby for them to push off of. Which means I think it was a little bit of a premature buyback on the puck. It's going to take them at least 30 seconds to push in any of these waves, so I definitely do not agree with that. And that's going to be even more net worth for Team Asian. Bottom tower is going to go in, or Puck. Not in the area, but now Pudge going to try and get himself away. Hook shot coming in left, right, and center. Enchantress going to try and do something. Trying to heal up the Pudge, getting in range, but no. She's actually getting too close for comfort. Phantom Lancer is now in. He's going to try and toss some illusions out to deal some damage, but all the blade mail damage on the Enchantress. Got to be careful there. Puck is now in, dropping out a nice coil. Breaks onto the outworld. They want to go on him. They pop a lot of illusions, but there he goes. The ultimate there from the Sven. Oh, and it just tears apart the Phantom Lancer. Okay, now there are creeps in the area. I don't think there's anything that the Dire can do now. Sven is dominating. He's got his ultimate ready. This is going to be at least one lane of racks. In fact, even using the primal split for that extra demolish damage onto the buildings.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Bottom racks are down for the count. Mid racks are looking to go the same way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom barracks.
Yeah, okay. Sven, he's got a hook. Bane's got a sleep, but you know what can they really do here?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Looking like they want to go into this top lane, or Bane is going to be the target. Nothing available there. Or hook shot going to be coming through, but that's just going to be sealing his own fate, I think, as Clockwork gets closer. No, not going to be quite ballsy enough to go into the base. Now HJ trying to get something. Or slows down the Clockwork, but still, there's a lot of damage coming through, but he has a lot of health. Sven is on his backline. He has got his God Strength in another 5 seconds. 2 racks have been taken down, and I think they just got to take this one more fight. Oh, actually, Static Storm has been used here. That might be a bit of a waste here. Oh, no. There's the ultimate used. Oh, no, not the ultimate used from Sven just yet, but the BKB has been used. It's going to mean they are able to tear apart the Enchantress with absolutely no problems whatsoever. Good game, well played has been called, and Sven is here to tear things apart. There it is. There's the crit. GG. 35 minutes, and Team Asian take the victory there. Well done to Team Asian. Let's see, who are they going to be going up? Team Asian are going to be going up against Internal Discord next. But we'll see. We may not stay on them. We may take a look at Dogs of War versus Everyday. Either way, we've got 2 more games to go today, so do not go anywhere, guys. We are just getting started.
The things we used to do and used to be. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. Do you think about me when the crowd is gone? It used to be so easy, you and me. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. When you need a way to beat the pressure down, when you need to find a way to breathe, I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. If you ever see me when the crowd is gone, used to be so easy, can't you see? I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free.
Welcome back, one and all, to Dogs of War versus Everyday in the Dota Summer Championship qualifiers, of course. So, we've just seen Everyday go up against Team Asian, and Team Asian did take the win. Team Asian are going to get a free win now because of the other team in Group B no-shows. So Dogs of War have actually not played a game yet. They were supposed to be up against the other team earlier, but they've just been waiting and probably had a lot of time to observe Everyday and how they play. So we'll see if they have any sort of prior knowledge, if they have going to be able to pull out something fancy and win this game, or we'll see if Everyday is going to go 2-0. 0-2. First of all, bans. We've got Silencer, Earthshaker, and Warlock out of the pool. From the side of Everyday, we've got Rubik and Brewmaster taken out. Maybe a little bit salty about the Brewmaster from earlier. And then Tidehunter, okay. So Everyday did get the selection priority as well this game, and they decided for second pick, which means they are also going to get last pick. Oh, Shadow Shaman, an old favorite of a lot of players actually. Very, very strong. Good wave push, good nuke, good tower push, good disable, good survivability. He's actually a interesting, like a tanky hero. You know, the strength gain is not too bad. So definitely a popular hero in the current meta. Going to be able to do a whole lot on the side of Dogs of War. Every day we'll see what they come back with. Nothing yet. Burn into their reserve time. 1 minute 40 left. Definitely taking their time. HJ is going to be the drafter here. An Ancient Apparition is going to be the first pick for them. Followed up with a Sand King. Okay, so opening up with some good team fight here. Ancient Apparition is not going to be an incredible support, but Sand King definitely is. Also has good roaming potential in the early-ish game. Great stun. Great survivability. Going to be able to punish a lane partner as well if they do need to come into melee range to get those last hits. Okay. So what Dogs of War decide to pick up next. I'm going to assume they've been watching the game. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, guys. Give me someone to talk about here. This is why I need a co-caster. That's alright. They're thinking Twiggy. Only one who's not tagged, actually. I wonder if that means he's a stand-in. Probably not. He's going to be drafting. HJ as well, drafting for every day like last game. In fact, do every day have a stand-in? Did they just switch up their draft? Their lineup? I don't remember, bruh. Interesting.
Dire team back.
Abyssal Underlord. Hoo-hoo. He's good. He's definitely a personal favorite of mine. I love seeing him. We don't see him an awful lot, but he is very, very strong. Great push. Great survivability. One of the tankiest heroes in the game, really. He just doesn't take any damage. As well as, you know, being naturally quite tanky, and he builds a bunch of these defensive utility items like the pipe, like the Crimson Guard, like the mechanism. Not to mention the ultimate taxi service he has. Can be used to great effectiveness, but it is a bit hit and miss depending on the team that's playing it. I think if they've definitely practiced Underlord before, you can really tell, because the global rotations from his ultimate are very, very nice. Storm Spirit banned from Dogs of War, every day taking out the Death Prophet. Okay, mid lane is going to be kicked out of the pool now.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And every day, going to burn a little reserve time here. Shadow Fiend, okay, and Dogs of War. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be another mid hero because just him second phase ban is a mid hero phase. Faceless Void, okay, not quite. Faceless Void could have been a nice combo though. Every day are gonna go for Clockwork, I think. Were they the ones that played Clockwork before? I think so. In the previous game, and they had a pretty good time with it. Actually, no, it was they were matched up against a Clockwork, so. Ooh, Vengeful Spirit, actually, that's quite nice. Has potential to go for carry or for support. But going to be nice against the Clockwork. We saw last game there wasn't an awful lot. Some of the cores didn't want to get 4-star. They didn't want to get mobility items like that, like just because they're not good on their hero. And Clockwork was just able to catch people in their cogs and kill them an awful lot. So Vengeful Spirit, definitely a 4-star builder, definitely has the ability to swap. So cogs are not going to be that big of a deal up against Dogs of War. Not to mention that Underlord can just drop a Firestorm onto the cogs, and Clockwork is going to take a lot of damage from those. Okay. Both teams going to be rounding out their supports now. So we're going to be looking at cores and carries. Mids and safe laners. See what every day are going to be grabbing next.
Radiant team pick.
Sniper is going to be the call here. I actually like this draft. Clockwork is going to be able to create a whole lot of space in the front line, and Sniper's going to be able to just
10 seconds remaining.
just rain punishment and pain from the backside. But my concern is the main counter to Sniper is people that get on top of the supports. They get on top of the backline, and are able to disrupt it. Queen of Pain is one of those heroes. Vengeful Spirit can also be one of those heroes. You get a long range swap. You manage to bring Sniper right into the middle of a Shadow Shaman Underlord. They just chain disable and blast him to pieces. The Queen of Pain here pick, I think, is very, very good. It's going to be matching up pretty nicely against the Sniper in the mid lane. And in the team fights, she's just going to be able to blink onto the back end of the fight, drop some of her nukes. Going to be tough for him to go up against. Last ban from Everyday is going to be Slark, and Dogs of War take the Medusa out of the pool. Definitely not having anything to deal against the Medusa, but for now, we'll see. Every day, going to have to choose a different safe laning core, and it looks like Dogs of War are also going to be bringing their own safe lane to bear. Unless they run the Venge safe lane, it could be possible. No, it's going to be the support Venge and the core Juggernaut. Definitely not a bad hero. Less mobile than I thought they would pick, but of course he's always got the availability to buy a Blink Dagger. In fact, it's fairly common. I think 1 in 3 games you see the Juggernaut buy the Blink to get on top of the Sniper in the back end. He can be kited a little bit, but he is he's pretty fast. But I think most importantly, he's going to be immune to a lot of these disables, like the Ancient Apparition's Cold Feet, the Sand King's Stun, the Clockwork Cogs, and Battery Assault, the Sniper Shrapnel. He's going to be able to breeze through all of that stuff without really worrying too much about it. Razor is going to be the last pick, and I think that actually, I don't know. Let's see. Razor, imagine how well against Shadow Shaman. Definitely wins his lane here. Against the Juggernaut in the later game, he also does do quite a bit of work. As long as he can survive through the Omni/Slash ultimate, Juggernaut has no way to break that static link, and he's just going to get all of his damage drained away. Queen of Pain is good against the Razor, but again, I don't think that's going to be the Razor's main target here. He's going to be going up against the Juggernaut and the other supports that aren't going to have the escape. Alright. Both teams are going to pick their items now. And we'll get into the game very shortly. Alrighty.
Prepare for battle.
For the side of Dogs of War, we've got Juggernaut being played by Twiggy. I can't see these. I can't see Crazy in the Coconut. Their tags are too long. Crazy in the Coconut being played by the Witch Doctor. Underlord going to be played by Mr. C. Queen of Pain played by Relog. And the Vengeful Spirit will be played by Anime Noob. For the side of Everyday, we've got HJ on the Clockwork. Razor on RMM. No, RMM on Razor. Emmy on the Sand King. And Bruh on Ancient Apparition. Oh, not to mention Sniper being played by Fortis. Okay, I'm really confused. Did Ancient Apparition play last game? Like, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. They've either got a stand-in or they've got their real player back. Okay. Top lane. Oh, there is a definite invasion happening here. Mr. C
The battle begins.
coming in being aggressive, and RMM is just going to have to get himself away. Sniper did manage to get the Dire. He did get the other bounty marine in the bottom lane. So it's going to be 2 for 2. Nothing too crazy there. We'll see how these matchups go in the mid lane. Nothing too crazy right now. Okay, a little bit of less action than I imagine. Oh, actually Sanking in the top lane. Nice stun there onto Mr. C. This might be the first blood already. The TP is going to be used. There's no more stuns here. A nice play there. Underlord's going to have to get himself out of here and do the walk of shame back to the lane, especially without boots. That's going to set him back a little while. And the opposite side, Clockwork is going to be having a pretty fine time here, I think. Up against the Juggernaut, it's going to be a little bit tough. He's not going to be able to get any kills. He's just going to have to play a little bit safe. Or actually, the spin comes out. No, not going to be any crazy damage, but Crazy in the Coconut does do a lot of right click. Oh no, there's the cogs. He's going to be caught in there, Shadow Shaman. He's just manning up against the Clockwork. Look at the amount of damage. He does 74 damage. Absolutely ridiculous. Vengeful Spirit has now TP'd into the bottom lane to provide some assistance, and Underlord is just going to be left up top to his own devices here. Atrophy Aura, giving him a little bit of survivability against the right click harass. In the mid lane, Fortis is going up against Reblog, and already, nothing to write home about. 2 CS difference, but that could just be the difference between creep waves. Double damage rune spotted out top by the Ancient Apparition. We'll see if he wants to go for it or... Yeah, he does. Okay, he might be able to come in, deal a little bit of damage. He decides to go top, it seems. Mr. C could be a target here. Remember, they do have the stun, static link combo. Did work pretty well. Oh, Bri's actually going to reveal on these creeps here, so now Mr. C knows exactly what's going on. He did just get a level in Firestorm as well, so he can protect himself a little bit to some extent. Oh, he's walking up north though. This is not the place he wants to be going. There's a static link coming out. He does have a TP available, but now NZ, he's being smart and holding that stun because he knows it's going to come out. In the bottom lane, HJ does get killed. Sorry, I missed that. Can't only be in one place at once. HJ does get killed to Anime Noob. Okay, Anime Noob just TPing into the top lane as well. Going to be giving Mr. C a little bit of support here with the stun. Oh, they found MZ. Stun comes out. Dropping the Firestorm as well. A little bit of percent-based damage onto him. In fact, nice block there. Oh. Sandstorm going to be protecting him from danger. Oh, now, bruh. He's in the top lane as well. Oh, Cold Feet coming out. Underlord, he's got to run himself away from this, otherwise he's going to get frozen up. Yes, he is, but he's in the safety of trees. Anime Noob also in this top lane hiding in trees. And now Mr. C just burnt through all of his mana with those firestorms. Nice stun there, protecting Mr. C from taking too much damage steal. And the bottom line, we've still got Twiggy going up against HJ. Twiggy, I think, having a perfectly fine time here. 12-9 against 4-5. But I think the top lane, it's a little bit more telling, as RM is having a much better lane. But we saw last game, RM had a great lane. He had the best lane of the game. But he just wasn't able to translate that into anything meaningful because, you know, there was way too much counter they had. Clockwork is going to die. Not Clockwork. Clockwork is going to get the kill on Crazy in the Coconut. In the bottom lane. As they go for the rune. A little bit of a dangerous place to be. Oh, okay, Mr. C in a little bit of trouble here as MZ holds that stun. Remember, they know the TP's available, but actually he's got no mana anymore. It doesn't even matter. Salva's going to be used. Mango's going to be used. Yeah, he's down. No way he was going to survive that, really. Boots advantage on Razor as well as the Aquila. He's doing quite nicely with this early farm. Speaking of nice early farm, Sniper is definitely outplaying the Queen of Pain here, and that is kind of surprising to me. Not even going for a single point in Scream, going for the 3-2-0 build. That is curious. Generally, Scream is the go-to ability, and just a nice coming out from the Sniper, just being an absolute menace. I'm really surprised by this. You know, Shadow Strike is good, but not amazing. Or Stun is available, the Blink forward from the Queen of Pain, but she's just taking so much damage from the Shrapnel. She's got to get herself away. Anime Noob now going toe-to-toe with Sniper. Reduces his armor by a little bit, but there's still a healing salve available for him. He's going to tick down low, but not low enough. Oh, actually, that was so good. He's going to die there. That was a big mistake by Fortis. Huge mistake. I missed a kill in the bottom lane by Clogging, but that was actually really important there, that Fortis died. He used his salve before the last tick of Shadow Poison came through, so the last, he had it up for like a quarter of a second, and then Shadow Poison ticked, and, or Shadow Strike ticked, and he didn't get any heal from that salve, so one more Shadow Strike was enough to get the kill, so lucky there by by Queen of Pain there, to even get that kill, and that's important for her. She is behind in this lane. 15-31, doubling the CS. Oh, bottom lane as well. We've got another kill from the Vengeful Spirit as Clockwork picks it up with the cogs and Battery Assault. Ward's here skating and the rotations from both sides. Top lane, Mr. C is getting pushed in underneath the tower, and MZ being reinforced by Vengeful Spirit here. Level 2 stun as well as a Wave of Terror going to be available. Mr. C he's keen on dropping these firestorms to push out the wave. Only way he really gets last hits, really. So it is understandable. Middle lane or Underlord. Not Underlord. Middle lane. It's going to be a kill for a kill here, with Shadow Shaman actually coming out in the lead. Bottom lane. Juggernaut getting his mana burnt by HJ. Nice play from him. Just keeping him kind of reduced in mana. Oh, I'm missing kills all over the place. I apologize. Mr. C looking like he's going to be going down the top lane, as well as Vengeful Spirit already dying. Yeah. The triple rotations, the stun, the slows. Razor is just too powerful at the moment, and I remember having a good start like last game, but as well, you know, don't... I don't think Razor is going to be enough of a hero to, you know, he's not going to be able to put the entire game on his back. He can't carry everyone. Juggernaut and Razor are pretty evenly matched, and Queen of Pain is also going to be a complete factor that not accounted for. In the bottom lane, HJ getting another kill with these cogs and Battery Assault. He's just doing a nice job with that. Gonna have to walk back home though.
Radiant are scanning.
wrap around here from the Vengeful Spirit, but it's all spotted out by a ward. They know exactly what's going on. Sniper's just saying towards the south, knowing that he needs to be a little bit careful here.
No gold for you.
Bottom lane, looks like we got a kill happening here. Juggernaut's going to be trying to spin this off. One more tower hit. Yeah, he's gone. Crazy in the Coconut tries to follow up with a bit of a hex, but to no avail. Now Sand King coming in. He has a level 3 stun. That's pretty decent range on that. Oh, another slow. Oh, just misses. And just misses with the cogs as well. Crazy in the Coconut is going to make himself away. Unfortunately, the tower isn't targeting him though. Clockwork is going to get targeted by the tower as he gets hexed underneath that range, but he is okay. Now Sniper in the mid lane. He is in a bad spot. Ultimate comes out from the Queen of Pain, and Queen of Pain is going to live. Oh no, hookshot beautiful by HJ there, picking up a kill. Mr. C is going to be targeted here, and the battery assault damage is just too potent. HJ is now going to be going. He's got the Bloodlust. Oh, the Bloodlust is going to be turning himself around because there's an Omni Slash coming out. The first one of the game, I believe, as Juggernaut picks up a nice kill. Now they're going on MZ. Ooh. Use that Sandstorm and actually picks up a kill on the Vengeful Spirit with that Sandstorm damage, and Juggernaut doesn't have his spin for another couple seconds, so you can't stand around there. You can, however, pick up an invisibility rune and go back into this fight. Mr. C is going to be teleported into the mid lane, helping people out, and we've got a pretty action-packed game here. But 4-2, that is not something you want to have trade. RMM is being left alone in this top lane. He's going to be able to pick up this tower quite easily, I think. Oh, Queen of Pain's coming forward, does have the blink, does have a level 4 Shadow Strike, but without any burst damage from the Scream, without any burst damage from the Sonic Wave, TP away from the Razor is available, and they're going to get the deny.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Juggernaut still sitting on this invisibility rune. Hasn't found a good opening on anyone he wants to kill yet. Sand King in the bottom lane. Might be targeted here as Juggernaut is in the area, but it was just spotted out with a ward. Uh-oh, Clockwork. Oh, cogs are a little bit off the mark, but the stun is there. The spin comes through. Who do they want to grab on? Oh, stunning up the Clockwork. Want to make sure he can't chase anymore. He is going to be chasing underneath his tower, though. No, backing himself away. Gets his armor reduced by the Vengeful Spirit. Ancient Apparition is in the area. We see Assassinate coming through. Not going to be quite connecting, though. Now, RM in the bottom lane, tossing out his static field, his plasma field. Ooh. Everyone posturing here for a fight. No Shadow Shaman though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. Juggernaut is completely out of mana. Oh no, spoke too soon. They got the mana boots available on Mr. C. Oh, nice scout there as MZ gets scouted. He's going to be running in underneath this tower. Oh, get out of there, Graf. Twigsy spinning up, but he's having his damage on. He has to disengage here. 63 damage already taken by the Razor. He's going to pop his Eye of the Storm, and it's going to be doing a ton of damage. And a maneuver underneath his own tower, but HJ is just going absolutely wild. I'm going to be diving here, getting a kill. Now, MZ still has the stun, still has the Epicenter available, the first one of the game. Now, Reblog going to be trying to pick up a kill, but no, there's a TP available. Oh, nice Sonic Wave. There's the Epicenter being channeled. There it is. Reblog going to be taking a big hit from the Assassin, as well as the massive Epicenter pulses. Now, Fortis looks like he is going to be going down as Twigsy comes in and grabs him with that Blade Fury.
My blade has tasted better.
Crazy in the Coconut. Can they pick up MZ? Oh, long range shackle from downtown. Twigsy's now going to be right clicking him down. Oh, can they get one more kill? Yes, they can. Oh, beautiful rocket flare coming through. There's going to be the final kill picked up by the Juggernaut. Oh, no, HJ coming in. He has got the hook shot. This nice swap out is available though, so that's going to prevent him from dying. Unfortunately, Juggernaut is going to be another casualty though. HJ picking up another kill with that battery assault is just too powerful. Well, what a crazy fight. 4-3 though has been used, and apparently Juggernaut used his vitality booster 3 times that fight. What? And Sniper used an Eye of Skadi. What? Okay. Hold on. Dagon?
Radiant's bottom tower
Yule
is under
Scepter?
attack.
Ghost Scepter?
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, we've got some
Radiant's
bugs.
structures are fortified.
Some bugs, yep. Okay. Clockwork in the bottom lane. Is he going to go down? Oh, he's going to be four-staffed himself away. There's the swap. I'm not sure what that assassinate was. Onto a creep. A little bit of a bad shot there from Fortis, but Mr. C is going to be targeted now. He's going to go down. HJ still has a better assault going, and it's just tearing people apart. Can you even fight that, Clockwork?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Top lane. Razor does go down to an Omni Slash as well as a cream of pain. Let's see if this...
worthy tribute.
No, that's no better. This is really weird.
Radiant's bottom
The fight recaps are bugged as hell. Alright, I won't even look at those anymore this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top tower going to be targeted here. Now Fortis TPing himself up to try and defend this. Has a Mask of Madness, so he's going to be a pretty painful opponent here. Nice blast tossed in. Going to be off the mark as Tweaking and Queen of Pain have disengaged. We'll see if relog they want. They're looking like they want to go back in. Fortis has got no friends in the area though. Sand King's coming up. He's going to be there soon. And now there's a TP from the Clockwork. Or Sand King. He's actually invisible. They could catch someone here. Oh, beautifully done there. Oh no, but Fortis, he's going to pay with his life for sure. Yeah, there's the ultimate. The epicenter was used, and Mr. C looks like he is going to die. Relog is going to live for this as well, or tried to use that that Dark Rift there, but to no avail. And there comes RMM to pick it up again, and as well the Ice Blast off the mark yet again. Oh, bad luck, Ancient Apparition. All right. Well, at the moment, every day I'm doing a lot better than Dogs of War. They've picked up a lot of kills, and unlike last game, they've now been able to, you know, transition that early game kill advantage to a sort of mid game pushing style. Continuing to accelerate. They're not buying, you know, these super late game items either. You know, Sniper, he's got his Mask of Madness. Sand King has a Veil. Razor is going for the Sage and Yasha as well as the drums, so he's going to be a speedy man. And of course Clockwork going for that kind of support lineup. The Force Staff, the Arcanes, the Urn of Shadows. He's actually very farmed here. We're 16 minutes, so have a look at the net worth. We can see, yeah, that's kind of to be expected. The top 3 in net worth are all on the Dire. And Sand King is also pretty high up there. Equaling net worth with the Queen of Pain, the rating a mid-hero. So definitely going well for him. Bottom lane, there is going to be a push, it seems, from Everyday. They wanted to get some more farm onto Fortis. He does have enough for his Dragon Lance, and that's going to mean he's even more painful here. Yep, he picks it up. Alright, bottom push is here. Top push is going to be in the same scenario, but definitely trading a tier 2 for a tier 1 is going to be in their favour. And not only that, but I think Everyday they're going to have the capabilities to TP in. Oh no, there's a big defense though. They are going to need to get out of there real quick. Crazy New Coconut coming through. There's a blink forward on Fortis. Bro, can he really do anything? No, Fortis is going to cop a big old scream to the face. Stun up by bro, but I think that they can really do. In the top lane, Vengeful Spirit did go down. Clockwork picking up a kill, but nice rotations there from Dogs of War. They know they had to do something about that. They didn't want to trade a tier 2 for a tier 1. So they TP'd a lot in, they used a lot, but they ended up getting some valuable kills. Let's see how much money did they pick up. Yeah, a decent amount. Shadow Shaman, a little bit poor at the moment. Poorest in the game, in fact. But it's going to be okay. We haven't seen a whole lot of wards being used by him. In fact, they could decide to do it now. He definitely hasn't been fulfilling his kind of split push namesake. You know, everyone thinks of Shadow Shaman as this crazy split pushing madman, but hasn't been doing an awful lot. Smoke was just used now, and I'm not sure what the idea is here. Anime Noob gonna be finding MZ. There, the wards have been used underneath the tower, but Fortis is just sitting in the trees here, being a real nuisance. MZ is going to make himself away, and there's a hook shot coming in onto the Shadow Shaman. Can they even do anything? No, I don't think so. The swap comes out, but he's going to get taken. He's going to take damage from the epicenter being channeled up. Oh, there it is. Nice. Bow strike forward. Another ultimate coming out onto Twiggy. And Sniper is just making an absolute mockery of this game. Oh, in fact, even MZ getting the kill with the caustic finale. Juggernaut says relax, and I think they've really got to do that. But doing fine, they are not. 12 to 28, 9k net worth in the lead. Still, fight recap is broken as hell, but this is dangerous places here for the Radiant side for Dogs of War. All right, bottom lane is going to be pushed in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
MZ going on this tower. Fortis as well, bringing in the back line. They do end up getting that. They do try to do it earlier, but they are successful this time. And that's tier 2 down. They've only got a few left.
worthy tribute.
Juggernaut draws some circles on the map. I think he's saying maybe we need wards up here, we need D wards here, because we can already see that the ward vision for oh, no, it's actually about to expire, so never mind that. Caster's Curse is real. Oh, we've got one here though. Just placed down.
Hurry the hands of the clock.
Top line looks like it might be the next target. Clockwork's running around with a haste rune. Oh, he's going to spot out Queen of Pain maybe? No, not yet. Vision up there. I do know what was going on. In fact, Razor might have pinged that out. I'm not sure. Speaking of Razor, he has now finished his Saint John Yasha, I think. Yes, he has. Gonna bring that in. Not only that, but Snipe has also got, I think, a Hurricane Pike. That's gonna give him more survivability. I have to say, I would really like to see an Aghanims. Oh, nice swap in, coming out, but there's not enough damage. The tankiness on the Razor is just too much with that S and Y and the drums. Vengeful Spirit's just going to be popping here in an instant. Now, Twiggy is going to be the target. MZ, oh no, he doesn't have he doesn't spin. What was that? That was a bit of a misplay. Ultimate from the Ice Blast, no, not quite enough to get the kill on the Queen of Pain, but it was very close. Mid tower now going to be sieged in. They've lost their Juggernaut for another 40 seconds or so. They've lost their Vengeful Spirit, and Swap is still on cooldown. So even if she's back in, she's going to have another couple seconds on it. Ooh, I'm really afraid here for Dogs of War. They have not been going well this game. Orchid now picked up on the Clockwork. That's going to mean he is extremely strong at taking the Queen of Pain, taking the Juggernaut. Juggernaut does have a Manta Star, which is going to be his only saving grace against that. But even still, they're not having any troubles killing him, really. Roshan is going to be the next target here for Everyday. They're going to take that down. They don't even have any minus armor, but he's going down pretty quick. Razor, it doesn't target Roche. Whoops. Oh, they're getting out of the pit though. They almost got caught. In fact, if Everyday had been a little bit faster. Oh, bad luck, guys. They come in just a little bit late, but there's a double stun. There's going to be the wards placed. Ice Blast coming in, going to connect on the Juggernaut. He is down for the count, and there's 4 kills instantly. Oh boy, they're just calling it now. 23 minutes. I think they are a little bit premature, but I'm not too surprised. After that team fight, things were just looking pretty rough. Looks like they've cancelled the GG. They're wanting to call it again. Someone keeps on cancelling it. But Dogs of War are going to go down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I believe that's in the rules. Once you call it, you can't uncall GG.
Fortified.
Or maybe not. Okay. So okay, I don't think they're actually meaning to call GG. It's just one player on the team who is doing it. Anime Noob getting a little bit triggered here. He's gonna go down again, but they do getting a nice kill on this. RMM gonna be taking a lot of damage. He has dropped the tower pretty low, but he does not have the Aegis. Actually, the Aegis was just popped there. Sniper is alive now. Ultimate being used by the Queen of Pain. That's a nice kill on the Razor. Razor actually a big streak. 1,000 gold onto the Queen of Pain. Sniper gonna be trying for an assassinate. Is he gonna be able to find anyone? Juggernaut is gonna be target. No, he doesn't have his Meta style available, so he can't dodge that. He's gone. Okay, so no GG call. It was premature. I thought it was a little bit silly. But still, things are really rough for Dogs of War. They've got to get their head in the game here if they want to stay afloat. Because every day, I don't think they're going to take every day or all day for this one. They're looking like they're wanting to end this game pretty damn soon. They're building up all these early game items. Clockwork has got the Orca Malevolence. There's no counter for that whatsoever, really. Apart from the Juggernaut's Manta. But Queen of Pain's got nothing. She's a long way off a Lincoln Sphere.
This will come in handy.
Top tower is a last tier 2 standing. Remember they did use the Aegis on the Sniper, so he's not going to have another free life like last time. If he dies, he's going to be giving a ton of gold as well. We saw how much Razor gave, about 1,000 gold. Oh, hook shot forward. It is going to be found on Anime Noob. Anime Noob. Oh no, he's probably going to get tilted again by this one, isn't he? Oh, there's the ultimate bra picking up with the Ice Blast.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well played. I think he is, he's definitely not feeling good about this game. Okay, another push in the mid lane. RMM, he is going to be sieging this tower. His ultimate does run out though, so now is possibly the time to fight in. Oh, stun up onto the Juggernaut. He's going to try and spin himself away. Hex up onto the Razor. Razor, can he get himself out of here? But no, the Suns comes out from the Clockwork. They've dropped the Clock, but nice 4-staff down onto the high ground. 4-staffs all over the place. He is going to live. Fortis gets a kill onto the Shadow Shaman as he stands inside the Shrapnel. Now the Wards are going to do their best. They're trying to push out this wave of creeps, but to no avail. I think they're going to lose this one. They're going to lose his middle set of Rex for sure. Now Hookshot, Burrow Strike forward, picking up a stun. Armor reduction on the Vengeful Spirit. Can she really do anything? I don't think so. Sniper teasing that. Oh, nice hook shot forward. Ultimate going to come out from the Sniper onto Anime Noob. They just want to trigger him even more. I didn't even get the kill. Okay, now the real GG is called by Twiggy here. They know it's actually over.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire victory.
Every day, take the victory, bringing them to 1 win, 1 loss. Okay, let's ooh. Okay, well, looking at the stats for these guys, I'm not extremely surprised that they lost. Queen of Pain definitely had a weird build-up in the early game. We have a look at this scoreboard here and look at the levels. A lot of levels in Shadow Strike and Blink. Now, didn't even get Scream until 7. That's really peculiar. Usually Scream is a really, really important spell that's gone for. Juggernaut, I think, also just did not perform that well in that game. And of course, Anime Noob got a little bit tilted, I think. He did his job. He tried to play support, but unfortunately, it wasn't good enough, and they did end up losing. I think every day just kind of outclassed them a little bit. I think the tipping point was definitely that smoke. to the Roshan pit. Definitely killed them. Anyway, we're going to go to another quick break. We've got one more game coming today. So make sure to stick around and also check in tomorrow at noon for the next set of these games. But for now, we'll go to a quick wait screen and I'll catch you in a minute.
Day drinking at the Wildcat, sucking real bad at Mariah karaoke. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. This is no big deal. This is how we do. Yeah, chillin' laid back, straight stuntin'. Yeah, we do it like that. This is how we do. Do 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 do. This is how we do. This is how we do. Yeah, chillin' laid back, straight stuntin'. Yeah, we do it like that. This is how we do. Do 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 do. This is how we do. Yo, this one goes out to the ladies at breakfast in last night's dress. I see you. Yo, this goes out to all you kids that still have their cars at the club valet, and it's Tuesday. Yo, shout out to all you kids buying bottle service with your rent money. Respect. This is how we do. Yeah, chillin' laid back, straight stuntin'. Yeah, we do it like that. This is how we do. Do 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 do. This is how we do. This is
Hello. If you had one shot, or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it? Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, plow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back's to these ropes. It don't matter, he's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to this mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. The soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom's close to postmortem. It only grows harder, homie grows hotter. He blows, it's all over. These hoes is all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's known as the Globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows he's grown farther from home. He's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, cause here goes the cold water. These hoes don't want him no more. He's cold product. They moved on to the next mo who flows. He knows dove and sold nada. So the soap opera is told, it unfolds. I suppose it's old partner, but the beat goes on. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. No more games. I'm a
Welcome back, one and all, to Dota 2 ANZ Summer Championship. We've got Team Asian versus Dogs of War. Let's see some hype for the last game of the day. I am ready for it. I hope you guys are, because we've got Team Asian versus Dogs of War. Now, both of these teams are on 1 point each, actually. Yes. So, Dogs of War have got a free win. Actually, no, Team Asian are on 2 points. Team Asian are on 2 points. They got a free win, and they won their previous series. And Dogs of War have got a free win because of a no-show in the group. So, let's get this ball rolling. Dogs of War had the selection priority, so they took the last pick. So Team Asian are going to be picking up first. Their first band is going to be Night Stalker. Dogs of War have taken out the Omni Knight. Now, I do believe if Dogs of War win this one, it's a 3-way tie in the group. Which means there are some issues. But we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. That happens when one person doesn't show, or one team doesn't show, rather. So, hopefully we don't get that issue this game. Team Asian gonna be banning out the Clockwork. Dogs of War taking out the Chaos Knight. So we just saw Dogs of War play last game. And I have to say, they were not incredible. No shade thrown at them, but they seem to be lower skill players than is the average other guys playing in the tournament. Around 2 to 3k or lower. So their gameplay was not as tight as every day, and Team Asian having beaten every day would kind of make sense that they are the favoured team to win. But of course, Dogs of War, they could pull out a tricky one. They, you never know what's going to happen. So Team Asian, they've taken away the Clockwork and the Shadow Shaman. Harami will be distressed Dogs of War have taken away the Chaos Knight and the Ancient Apparition. Team Asian picking up the Disruptor first up, and we saw how powerful that Disruptor was in the last game, and man, game that Team Asian played, and man, it was incredible. Basically, it was their MVP, made everything happen, made Phantom Lancer's life a living hell, just keeping him pulled back into these static storms all the time. Dogs of War maybe said the next closest thing they can get to a Disruptor is a Rubik stealing Disruptor spells, and already all of those spells are very nice to steal for Rubik. So he's got some good ammunition there. Tidehunter is going to be the second pick, and going to be fairly nice against the Disruptor as well. Good team fight reset. If he's brought back into a fight, a fight, yeah, with Glimpse, you know, he can open things up with Ravage as long as he's not silenced up immediately. Asian I'm going to pick up an Earth Spirit, definitely a high skill player. I'm unlikely to see someone from Dogs of War picking it up. But he's going to be able to do a lot. Silence, stuns, mobility, really great lane support and harass. Roma, bit of a team fight ultimate as well with the Magnetize. Definitely a good hero, but of course it does make a big difference on who is going to play the Earth Spirit. It's more about the player than the hero itself, I believe, case like Earth Spirit. Anyway, we'll see how it matches up. Team Asian, they've got their ban up. Next, Dogs of War did take out the Silencer from the pool. We'll see what Team Asian are going to be choosing to draft this time. Remember, if you do enjoy the cast, enjoy me, make sure to follow the channel on Twitch, or maybe subscribe if you love me a lot. Go to YouTube, take a look at the VODs. The VODs are going to go up later on today or tomorrow, and have a look at the website. Request your own game, all that good stuff. Self-promotion, shill myself out a little bit. While I wait for Team Asian to pick their next ban, it's going to be Queen of Pain. Dogs of War, their next ban. Well, what average MMR is TA? We can see that. No, we can't see that. Definitely higher, I will tell you. Definitely higher than Dogs of War. I think Team Asian had a couple Ancients and Divines. Dogs of War, I don't think there's anyone above Archon 3 on Dogs of War.
Radiant team back.
So, there is a definite skill gap, again, like I was saying in the start, but don't count out Dogs of War just yet. Never know how they could turn up. We got more bans coming out. Dogs of War taking out the Phantom Lancer.
10 seconds remaining.
And Team Asian, we'll see what they're going to remove.
Seconds remaining.
Back into their reserve time. 1 minute 20 to go. You got time.
Dire team pick.
Medusa. Okay. With the ban out of the
Radiant team pick.
PL, it kind of makes sense that Medusa is, you know, in the forefront of their mind. Obviously one of the biggest counters. Oracle. Dogs of War are going to be picking up that for their third hero. Going to be rounding out their supports. I actually kind of like it.
Remaining.
If Oracle can play
5 seconds remaining.
well, I think there's a whole lot of utility he can offer. We'll see what the carry is. You know, obviously the first one that comes to mind is a Huskar Oracle combo that can be very, very potent in the early game. But we'll see. The lane supports for Dogs of War are very nice. So Rubik and Oracle, both very nice gankers towards the mid lane, and Tidehunter is very self-sufficient by himself. So if they want to, they could run a full tri lane and, you know, basically just ignore the Tidehunter.
Dire team pick.
Timbersaw is going to be the third pickup for Team Asian. Going to be quite nice against the Tidehunter. And oh, look at that! Maybe I'm the Oracle because Huskar prediction true. He's going to be picked up, and there's going to be an obvious synergy there. Oracle using the False Promise on the Huskar. He's just going to be absolutely bananas. 10 tearing people up and
Seconds remaining.
setting them on fire. A pretty good counter against Timbersaw and Disruptor.
Remaining.
Timbersaw's not so much, but Timbersaw has no innate defense against magical damage. Disruptor, though, relies a lot on his magical, and Huskar is going to be resistant to a lot of it. Gyrocopter is going to be the fourth pickup for Team Asian. Going to be a nice grab. Definitely quite a potent safe laner, and if he's matched up against a Tidon, the Tidon's going to have a pretty rough time. Obviously, Gyrocopter relies fairly heavily on his battery assault in the early game, and Tidon has no magical resistance as well. He's great at reducing physical, but against the Gyro, he might be in a little bit of trouble, especially if there's a trial lane. So hopefully, he gets a little bit of support, or he plays well that game. Last bands coming out from Dogs of War.
Radiant team.
It's Viper. Okay. Let's see. Viper's got a break, so maybe they want to make sure the Huskar's passive doesn't get broken. But again, Viper is just a bit of an annoying hero to go up against. Pretty obnoxious, the flying snake.
Radiant team.
And Invoker is the last ban out from Team Asian. Invoker offers quite a lot of everything. A lot of damage, control, team fight, gank ability, global presence. A pretty safe ban, really, if they are looking for a mid laner. Now, Team Asian, they are looking for the mid laner of their own. Let's see what they're going to pick up. It is the Outworld Devourer. Well, they played it in the first game, and they tore people apart. So we'll see what Dogs of War are going to be grabbing. Possibly for their safe lane, possibly for their mid lane. We'll see whether Huskar could decide to go in either position. But against an Outworld Devourer, I'd be tempted to...
Remaining.
I don't know actually how Huskar matches up against the OD. It's probably pretty even. It depends who has more support, I guess. Because he's got no defense against the pure damage of OD, but as well, OD has very little defense against Huskar's Burning Spears apart from to Self-Astral. And then once you've Self-Astral, then Rubik's available to come and gank, or Oracle can come and gank. So it's not as cut and dry. Dogs of War, they're using their last of their reserve time here. Twiggy is going to be the drafter. Also the core player, interestingly enough. Currently, I think Team Asian's draft is pretty nice. They are sticking with their team fight that they seem to like quite a lot. Disruptor, Gyrocopter, and Outworld Devourer all having pretty potent team fight abilities. Nerd Spirit and Timbersaw, kind of situational team fight. You know, it depends how many they can hit in one sweep of their abilities, but it can definitely be very potent. Their lanes are also quite nice. Timbersaw, if he's matched up against a Huskar, he's probably going to have a bit of a rough time. But if he's matched up against another safe lane in carry and Huskar goes middle, he'll probably have a bit of a cakewalk. Unless it's some other particular hero. It is going to be Puck taking the mid lane against the Outworld Devourer. Now, we saw Puck go up against OD in the first game that Team Asian played, and spoiler alert, it did not go well for Puck. Okay. I think Dogs of War are going to lose this game. I don't want to be a big old negative Nancy, but just take a look at that draft. Take a look at the carry potential they have. They have to win in like 15 minutes, or they don't win ever, because Huskar is their only carry. Puck is not that great, you know. She's okay, but all they need to do on Team Asian is buy a pipe, and Puck's effectiveness as a carry really just goes down the toilet. Alright, we'll get into this game and do the player introductions. Playing for the side of Team Asian, we've got Enzio on Timbersaw. Misaka on the gyrocopter. A rolling Mr. Roboto on the Earth Spirit. Relentless on the Outworld Devourer. And Rory on Disruptor. On the side of Dogs of War, we've got Twiggy playing the Huskar. Crazy in the Coconut on the Oracle. Relog on the Puck. Oh, Mr. C on Tied Under with his beautiful pirate hat. And Anime Noob on Rubik playing support. Thanks! Alright. So, both teams, I think, know that these wards exist. They've pinged them out. They're pretty aware of it. That's going to be free gold to whoever decides to deward them. Smoke coming up. Relentless might be in trouble here. Oh, they're going to have the lift leveled on Rubik. Relentless is going to have to get out of here really quick. No, he's going to be fast enough. He has that uphill reaction time. So they're not going to actually pick up any extra gold at all. And in fact, they're, yeah, the Dire are going to get 3 runes. That's pretty nice. Of course, Rory, being the good support he is going to be blocking up that mid lane. And allow Relentless to get a bit of a better start, of course. Relog did not have the same sort of luxury, so he's going to be starting off at a little bit of a disadvantage here, Relentless. Looking forward to getting Astral. So we've already kind of discussed that combination, but it looks like in the top lane we've got a solo Gyrocopter up against a tri-lane of Oracle, Huskar, and Rubik. That is not a nice lane for the Gyrocopter whatsoever. Twiggy going to be harassing with some of those burning spears early on, and I think they really have to commit some more supports to this lane if they want Misaka to have any semblance of farm this game. Nice rolling bolt into the mid lane, unfortunately does miss completely. Okay, now Rubik is here. No, Rubik's on the other time. He's actually in a little bit of trouble here. Burning Spears, come on, activate the Burning Spears. It looks like Misaka is going to go down. Burst Blood, yes, there it is, Anime Noob. Possibly going to get drawn back. No glimpse at all, actually, not even close. Damage coming in from that, but they've TP'd in the supports now. I think they realise the importance of that. Oh, beautiful stun there from Mr. Opponent. They're going to pick up a kill, Anime Noob. Very nicely done. If they are, yes they are, yes it is. It is going to be the connection with that last Thunder Strike. Alright. Dust purchased by the Rubik. Timbersaw is going to be in this bottom lane solo, and against Mr. C, I think Timbersaw wins this lane for sure, but if they would just rotate the Huskar down the bottom and put Tied Under up top, I think that would actually be a way stronger combo. And keep the supports up top as well. I don't think Huskar kind of craps all over an early leveled Timbersaw. Crazy in the Coconut being chased around by Misaka, but Misaka's missing out on a lot of CS here. They are going to get the kill. Probably. Yeah, there it is. But, you know, he lost the whole creep wave because of that, and a whole creep wave of XP. And then that creep wave he did just kill was split 3 ways, so he's actually starting off at a little bit of a disadvantage. In the bottom lane, we've got some shenanigans happening here as the Tide Hunter gets chased down by Enzio. Ooh, burning out all of that strength here. And my noob gonna try and get himself away. Yeah, he's fine. Lift up onto the Timbersaw, but he's got level 5. He's got 5 in reactive armor, now almost 10. He is completely fine against the piddly harass of these two supports. Relentless in the mid lane is definitely outplaying Relog here on Puck. Skill difference in the mid lane is definitely something that shines the most. Rubik picking up runes, and there's an Invis rune bottom that could be used to quite a bit of advantage if they decide to get a gank. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay. See how the top lane is going. The Gyrocopter 14-5 against the 5-0. They have rotated around Mr. C. is now in this lane, but Twiggy is also still in this lane. He's going to be dropping out some of those flaming spears, making sure that they're not given a free pass. And interestingly enough, Crazy and Coconut has decided to come bottom, and they just, okay, they're rotating around the support lineup and the cores. Putting Twiggy in the bottom lane up against NZO. He's had a little bit of a disadvantage because he's going to be starting off with not as much farm, but the Flaming Spears versus Reactive Armor is definitely something that Flaming Spears wins. After all, they are magical damage, not physical, and not reduced by the armor.
Middle is missing.
Relentless, 25 to 11. That is kind of crazy. And 10 denies. Even without any sort of help from supports, Relentless is taking a huge advantage here in the mid lane. Earth Spirit is missing. Oh, they've got a nice little grab onto Timbersaw in the bottom, but nothing to be worried about. Now I'm sure Misaka has realized that as soon as he gets more levels in Battery Assault, Rocket Barrage rather, not Battery Assault, he's going to be having some serious kill potential onto Tynada, but actually he's TPing bottom. They want to follow around Huskar, which I think is a little bit curious. And they just, NZO is just following Mr. C around, and they've just completely switched out. Crazy and Coconut now copying a little bit of damage. Misaka going on to Twiggy, but not going to be able to make anything happen. Now Crazy and Coconut going to get stunned up, rolled into. Can he make it away? I don't think so. One more hit, there it is. But now Twiggy is running after Misaka, chucking down a couple of those flaming spears onto him, making him use his tangos. Top lane, we'll see how Mr. C's going. It looks like Enzio is just really not respecting that watermelon at all. Oh, and he's going to go down. Yeah, there he is. Beautiful play there by Enzio, knowing control of that hero perfectly. Bottom lane as well. This is the place to have a look, and Twiggy is chasing down Mr. Roboto. Does not have his ultimate, of course, and Crazy and Coconut not able to get a slow or stun off of any description. Rubik could come in and help, but that would bring Huskar a little bit too far away from the lane. I think he doesn't want to have that. Mr. C again getting punished by by NCO. In the top lane, he has a mango to eat. Oh, there's some more pure damage coming out. There's some more burnings of his stats. Pug's coming up into this top lane to try and help him out. Going to be dealing a little bit of damage, and who's going to take the mid lane, I guess, is the question. Down in the bottom, we've got Rubik picking up Mr. Roboto. He's going to get a couple of stacks of burning spears on him and a Fade Bolt, but it's not going to be anything near enough to kill him. Rory, oh, a little bit close. Twiggy needs some more speed. Oh, nice double stun there, as well as the static field
Dire's middle tower
to keep him out.
A prize.
Kinetic field. So hard to remember. All these statics and kinetics and plasmas and fields and storms and bubbles. Bottom lane, oh, Gyrocopter's has been picked up here by Anime Noob. Is right in the middle of this, and Twiggy is not in a position to follow up. Nice start, Mr. Roboto is going to be going forward. Can he survive? No, I don't think he can. Still, Earth Spirit has got 3 stacks of fire on him, and he's going to get taken down by one of the nukes. Anime Noob now chasing after Rory. Not going to make it happen. Alright, fight recap. Yep, it's broken as hell. Yeah, because Gyrocopter has totally got a scythe and an orchid. Alright. Our Devourer absolutely devouring the mid lane here. 48 last hits, 22 denies at 8 minutes into the game. Relog is having a rough time here, bottom lane. Ping's coming out. Mr. Roboto looking like he wants to jump in onto Puck, but not finding the opening. In the top lane, we got Mr. C getting just disrespected here by NCO. NZO.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, so talking about the kind of win condition they had, if we look at, you know, Dire's carries, they've got the Huskar, and
Dire's top tower
that's kind of it. Huskar needs to be given the most pristine, perfect lane possible, and he needs to be getting all of this CS, but he's just not making it happen. Even up against the gyrocopter, he is lacking behind by about 10, or a little bit less. Mid lane, there is some action happening as, oh, nice ravage coming out. Anime Noob going in. Now Rory gonna be TPing in. Oh, he gets the grab, does not quite connect though. Our Devourer is gonna have to self astral to try and survive here. Mr. C, can he make something happen? Oh no, it's time just a little bit too late, but Crazy in the Coconut does pick it up.
Tower is under attack.
Relog deciding he wants some help in. Oh, nice kill. Going forward and getting a little kill with the Jaunt and the Waning Rift.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Top tower does get demolished though as Enzio walks in with his creeps and just blasts it apart. Now Anime Noob having to be a little bit careful, always being slowed up. Enzio is coming forward. No, don't walk next to the trees. That's a bad idea, Anime Noob. Yeah, he is just gone.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bottom line, bottom lane, Misaka copping a little bit of damage, and Huskar, where is he? Dead. How'd that happen? I don't remember that happening. Okay, oh, Mr. Roboto down in the bottom lane. There's the first cooldown of the game coming down. Mr. C is going to be taken down. Oh no, the false promise is actually here, possibly going to keep him alive. Does he have a TP to get home? I don't know if he is going to be able to. There's a lot of damage coming through. Now, Coconut is going to get taken down, and Misaka is going to be equalizing out a couple of these kills. Also gets the kill onto the big old Watermelon Tide Hunter, even though it was delayed by a couple minutes. Couple seconds rather, not minutes. Alright, Relog in the mid lane. He is, it's 25 to 64, but we saw in the mid lane earlier, he was able to make something happen. Especially when he had support rotations, it wasn't too bad. Now, Stack's coming out here, I'm not sure for who. Probably, oh, Gyrocopter, of course, of course.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top tower now going to be pushed in. This Timbersaw has been really uncontested here, but it looks like they might be wanting to contest him right now. Oh, he's going to be burning a lot of stats here, but it doesn't matter. He's got the fire burning onto him. 8 stacks of the burning spear, but no, the purifying flames on top of the reactive armor is healing him up way too much. He's actually getting, he's going positive with all of this. He's going to be getting himself away. Anime Noob, does he have the pickup? No, he doesn't. It's on cooldown. Unfortunate there, and he's just proving too big to fail, really. Timbersaw being very, very smart there. Instead of going for the early Bloodstone pickup or items towards the Bloodstone, he goes for the Hood of Defiance, and that is extremely important on him because he knew that the biggest danger he had in this lane was the Huskar's burning spears. But because he got that, it was very, very hard for him to die.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Twiggy in this top lane, gonna be picking up a little bit of CS for himself. Still working towards that armor, but he is late on that. He is slow. I feel like if he'd been last hitting properly, he'd have that armlet pre 10 minutes or 10 minutes on the dot. So it's a little bit. Mort. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. The mortism is real. Oh, Crazy Coconut dodging himself away. Let's take a look at the net worth graph as we can see. Oh, yikes! Team Asian, they are sitting on top with Timbersaw and our Devourer absolutely leading the pack here in terms of that. Our Devourer has actually decided to go for the Hand of Midas early on. I think he knew he was gaining a lot of money. Or Anime Noob gonna get taken down, possibly. Gyrocopter not tossing out the ultimate just yet. They actually want to go back into this. They're picking him up, but I don't think this is the play. He's gonna be dropping it down. He's actually pretty strong. There's the roll in from Mr. Roboto. Rory as well, dropping down some of these ultimates. Oh, do they have any break for the Anime Noob's TP? Yes, they do. No, they don't, not in time. And actually, Giant Hunter gets out in time as well. That was incredible. Very well done by them. They're really outperforming my expectations of them. And also NZO is getting very low as well. Ooh, Pug jaunting himself away. I think in the wrong direction there. Maybe wrong hotkey or something. But Timbersaw is getting pretty low and he's actually having to be careful here. Okay, bottom lane. Misaka pushing in the tower.
Has fallen.
But they're not going to take it yet. Man, I'm actually really surprised with how Dogs of War are playing here for a 2K team. They are lacking in CS. But I think a lot of that is to do with the Timbersaw on the Outward Devourer. Outward Devourer, he's going to be accelerating because of his Midas. And just he got a way better start early game, but the team fighting seems to be coming together and gelling quite nicely for Dogs of War. We'll see how they go though. It is way too early to call it either way now, but they are rapidly encroaching their time limit, and I think their time limit is Huskar. Huskar still doesn't have his armlet. Oh, that is really bad for him. It's 15 minutes now. He hasn't even picked it up yet. It's looking rough. If he's like, he needs to be the one making plays happen, because once Gyrocopter gets a BKB or once OD gets a BKB, they do nothing. And even, you know, before that, if Huskar doesn't have a BKB, then all they have to do is just Astral the Huskar, and then they kill the entire team. Okay, well, bottom lane, tier 1 is going to be pushed in, but they've got large TPs committing up top. All they want to get, NZO, take him out quickly. The Ravage comes through, but it's not quite connecting in time. Earthspirit is going to get caught on the tower. He's going to help a Q from that Oracle. Now, Oracle is going to hit Tidana with his ultimate. Now, Outward Devourer is actually disarmed. This is a very nice combo here. Relog and try and get himself away. No, he is not. And Huskar is already down for the count. Mr. C also going to get taken down by Ruthless. Ruthless just has no remorse whatsoever. They're calling Remorseless instead. Crazy Coconut also going to take it down. Relentless. Oh my goodness. Bottom lane. And Zio, he's fine. He's just having a grand old time pushing this bottom lane. But that fight recap, ignore the 15 Divine Rapiers used there. But we can have a look at the graphs. It's looking rough. It's looking rough. 5 to 15. They're 12k net worth in the lead. Team Asian are definitely the ones slated to win this game. Oh, Twiggy is going to be caught here. Yeah, he is. He's going down here. He's going to try and make something happen. He's got his armlet of Modigi, and finally, but the stuns, the chains, is just too much for him to deal with. They've already used the Ravage as well, and it was actually a pretty subpar one. Now, Rubik, he has got a kinetic field level, but Misaka's just going absolutely ham here. They've got the stun onto the Tidehunter. They've got, oh, the nice dodge out from the Rubik. They're going to pick up on the Tidehunter. Oh, and there's Relentless, just absolutely tearing people apart. Mr. Roboto, nice big jump forward. Oh, beautiful rock. This man is an artisan of the rock. A poet of the rock. Mr. Roboto. I think the Dire have to make something crazy happen right now, or Team Asian have to chain feed for about 5 minutes constantly if they want to get back into the running of this game, because I think they've missed their window of opportunity. It's now 20 minutes. They needed to have like been pushing tier 3s by now with their Huskar winning games. They've completely relinquished map control. They've got, you know, some wards in the mid lane, but they're not in the mid lane anymore. They're being pushed inside their own jungle, inside their own lanes. They've got nothing left in the tank. Timbersword now is on a 14 charge Bloodstone Disruptor. Looking good with some items of his own. Misaka has the Dragon Lance and the Morbid Mask. Going to be going for the S&Y, knowing that he can finish this game up nice and early. That's the last tier 2 tower for the side of Dogs of War. Oh, and looks like Timbers, he just doesn't care. He's going absolutely ham into this Twiggy. Can potentially deal some damage to him, no. He's backing off. All right. Misaka getting a nice big stack and relentless epic troll there. Disrupting him. Sending him away. Gyrocopter's actually in a little bit of trouble here. Come on. No flak cannon for another 7 seconds or so. He's got to be careful. He does have the lifesteal, but he's fine. What is that? What is that? I guess there's a different symbol for Gyrocopter's flak cannon, I guess? Okay, I didn't know that. Whatever, cool. Alright, Husker in the mid lane. He's going for a Satanic, but he doesn't need a Satanic right now. He needs a BKB and a Satanic. He needs to be 2 items ahead. I really don't know what to say other than they've missed their opportunity. They've missed their timing window. Now Misaka, he's just accelerating like absolute mad. He just he was just buying the first part of his S&Y, but now he's finishing it up completely with these ancient stacks that he's taking. Roshan as well, looks like there's on the cards. I don't think they even need to go for Roshan. They do need to be respectful of the high ground though. Tidehunter is pretty potent. Oracle is pretty potent at defense. As well as the Husker, you know, if you go in too hard, then he'll punish you when you try to disengage. But, okay. A pause now. A little bit of lag on relog. Hopefully he'll just relog back in. Ha ha ha. Great caster, I know. And we'll be good to go. As someone pointing out in the chat, yeah, 20k lead, basically. 20 kills, 20 minutes. Rough. It is rough.
My gratitude.
Okay. Puck's still having the lag, but we're going to be heading into the game anyway. You're going to be trying. Yeah, okay. He's decided he needs to go for the BKB instead. Roshan now in the progress of being taken. Relentless, just being a big old troll here. And he's going to be taking that Aegis. Oh, actually no, Misaka's going to be taking that Aegis. The whole team is here. They've got to be defending soon. Oh, jump forward. Earth Spirit, the pole to the rock. He's going forward. Mizraboto, Mr. C. Got to be careful. He drops out the ultimate, actually. A little bit of a waste there. Because that's going to be on cooldown now for another 100 seconds, but it doesn't matter. That's right, not a group stage, it's the qualifiers. Oh, here comes the call down coming in. Misaka going through, dealing damage to everyone in the area. Anime move is just going to get killed from collateral damage. Mr. C wants to do something, but he can't get anything. He's sitting inside of the static storm, not getting able to use his ravage. Now, our Devourer is going to come forward. They are going to get this kill. Someone call the police because there was a crime being committed here. 24 kills, 22 minutes. GG has been called. And Team Asian are going to go through to the main event. Very well done by them. Okay, now we can see the MMR distribution here. I get there's not a huge surprise that this was happening. Just because of the skill difference between these two teams. Yeah. Divines and Ancients versus Crusaders and Archons. that is how it happens sometimes, and Team Asian it's not surprising that they take the victory there, but Dogs of War definitely put up a good fight there, and they gave it their all. Unfortunately, they are going to be out of the game and of this series. I hope you enjoyed today's casts, both mine and the ones over at Daredevil Gaming, or Daredevil Dota, done by my buddy Mitch and Prey, or Son of Evil. Make sure to hit them up with a follow. Make sure to hit me up with a follow if you enjoyed the cast. Check out my website, ceruleancasting.com, and check out the YouTube, all of the other social media, all of that good stuff to stay in contact and stay up to date with what's happening in the future. But for now, I'm going to leave you. We've had a great time here today. Hopefully these teams have had a good time too. Thank you for Fiction for putting this thing on, and we'll be seeing all of you tomorrow at the same time, 12 noon, for the second part of the Open Qualifiers. Take it easy, guys.